gentlemen, thank you for joining us once again on Half Hour Henshin, episode 11, or 11 and a half, something like that. Uh, Technically, I don't think we count the half episodes. Anyway, episode 11, I am Sleepy Witch, on this journey of Tokusatsu, is always joined by my right-hand man,
DJ
my
Azure.
compadre. I was trying to say,
Oh my god!
I was trying to go on a
You
long
just kept
spiel.
going on.
Yeah, I was trying to. I don't know. We've been talking about these opening bits. I was trying to go on a long spiel. It was gonna be like like my right hand man, my compadre, my numero uno. I was just gonna go on for a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm DJ Azure, the 2.5D here talking to her. Oh my god!
And we are here. Geets is back on the air, and that means we're back to talking about it.
Oh man, and what an episode to come back to.
I mean, yeah. If anything, I feel like Geets is just jam packed with stuff, and it just keeps giving.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I just want more Geets, man.
I mean, we'll
So
get
good.
it weekly, but hey, we're starting off with our episode recap. You were correct in thinking that he had voted for the DGP staff to be his family, which
And
is
this is the funniest thing.
it's really good. It's also just really good because like the actress playing Samura is like really selling how like uncomfortable she is with this product. That she like looks so upset, and especially when he comes in and he's like, "Hello, sister," and she's just like, "Ugh," cringing. It's so good.
It's so funny. Actually, I saw a really funny meme. I'm gonna send it to you right now. And I was laughing so hard at this one because it was so funny. It's just a dear sister. I threw up, and because it's just him standing in the background.
That's good.
Oh
That's good.
man,
I'll have to put that. I'll have to put that in so people can see it. And then we get the opening, which showing us Punk Jack, but also showing us like a couple other writers from the very beginning.
New cast, new game.
New cast, new game. I love that he's just straight up like an old man, right?
Yeah. After that, we still see Kawa in it. They still haven't removed Kawa like fully from it.
They have him in the thing, which is I don't know. It's got me good. We'll talk about it later. There's some more news relating to Kawa that have me excited. But then episode 10, Beats of a New World. We see them, eating food with his new father and sister, and she's just so
funny.
And then he's asking questions about. Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, she's going through it this episode.
She's very upset. I think it's I don't know. I think it's very well done. I think it's very funny. Also, it's like not a bad move because as you can see here, he's basically like trying to like mine from information from the guy we know as the big game master, but he doesn't know yet. He's trying to ask about this stuff, and it's really funny that it's like, oh yeah, it's like kind of like a frivolous thing, but also he's still trying to actually use it. It's not like he did it like half-heartedly.
Yeah, did you saw the translation of what the wishes were that he did before, right?
Oh, I did not.
Okay, so at least the version that I got did not have them, but thanks to the power of the Toku community, two of them that are there that actually say, "I want to play the Desire Grand Prix until I die," and another one says, "I want to live in a world where I don't have to work."
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why Samuri says that he's guaranteed to play.
Yeah, because she said as the winner. I thought that was more of just whoever won last time always keeps playing, but that was a wish he kept making. That's pretty good. I also this explains why he like didn't have a job even when he was like quote unquote a superstar. He like never did it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's not true. He had the home renovation show. But anyway, then we get to see Buffa again. And he shows up to try to give him an autograph, and he like forces that upon him.
Yeah, and it's really and it's great because like the moment he touches the ID core, he remembers all the past games that he's done.
Yep, And then it's basically like he immediately is like, "Is this one of your weird wishes?" When he calls Samira his sister.
Yeah, it's Murray's like yeah, please, I hate this, I hate this.
Please get this guy away from me, please.
So funny.
And then
And after that, him signing the shirt was so good.
the shining the shirt is so good, especially because it's like as he's realizing, so it's like get off of me, you motherfucker. But no, my favorite part of this episode for me starts here, which is where we see Neon and she's shopping, and like she's shopping like kind of like a dutiful daughter and just kind of doing her thing, which is where we're starting to like diverge from the last world. And that's I don't know, I find that
weird.
really interesting. So yeah,
Yeah,
we
like
see Neon basically just being like a good rich girl who's just going out shopping. Her attendants are helping her, who were before like people capturing her. And
yeah.
you see Ace kind of reminiscing and being kind of like, well, it's for the best, you know, she doesn't have to join it or do anything. And then we see Kayla, who's actually like, again, going back to the divergent changes, is like scratching up a lottery ticket to try to win money.
Yeah, and after that, yeah, we and then we see, you know, people, we see new characters, and what is it? Yeah, and then we finally get our full introduction to Win, and
Oh man. But before that, I like the hint that Game Master seems to be planning everything, but he's not like the top authority somehow.
yeah,
But yes, we get Win. He goes and like proposes his love to Sumi.
it's so, oh my god,
She really is like suffering this episode.
yeah, she really is.
She looks so upset. And then
Yeah,
I just love seeing the little old guy. He's got like you know how some like little old people are very cute. This guy's very cute in that like old people way, and I'm just like, I want to see this guy put on the rider suit and fight. That sounds so good. Old guy and a new young lady basically get teamed up with Buffa. Old guy gets zombie and Buffa gets ninja. Which he ends up immediately trading for zombie. Which, you know, honestly, good on him. He didn't have to trade. He like dude could have just taken that from him and not worried. But and then Punk Jack and Ace are teamed up together, which is again just very funny. Seeing him be Punk Jack, seeing Ace react to him being Punk Jack, and he's just like, I am not whoever you think I am. You know, I'm someone else.
Yeah, which is also interesting too, because apparently Monster's supposed to be Punk Jack's main item, and we're like, interesting.
It's supposed to be his main item, but also like it was the one that like he raised. So I don't know if it was just like it would. What I'm wondering from like the monster raising, if that was creating new buckles or if that was just summoning like already established ones.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it's kind of like a gotcha depending on how you take care of it.
Yeah. But then we get to watch them fight. You know, Ace and Punk Jack hold up. The culling begins for the Game Master, but he seems worried that they're growing in strength, and then he gets like a call, basically about adding additional players. And
Yeah, that is, yeah, like they're like so strong, and yeah, like everyone like it just like looks beat up, and you know,
the fact that like you know. Oh god, the fact that Buffa, who's already established to be like relatively strong on his own, especially with zombie, is having trouble taking them down, and these are supposed to basically be like still like kind of base level Jamatos. It's the first game.
Yeah, then we see like the old guy, like, you know, say he wants to become younger, and
and
a
the one
bunch
girl
of other
wants to
stuff.
marry her idol and stuff. All just like pretty stuff. And then we get to see what people had been theorizing, which was that Neon's family had something to do with the Grand Prix. When Neon's mom chooses a husband for her, and she's kind of like she looks a little upset when it happens, but then immediately it's like, if that'll make you happy, mother, and it's like, oh god, seeing that kind of hurt.
Yeah, what a divergence. And then yeah, we see the dad, and I think I told you this last week, but the dad is actually played by another Sentai alumni. He played Time Fire back in Time Ranger.
Ooh,
so a lot of people were like
Ranger.
excited to see him. Yeah,
That's cool. No, that's super sick. No, I don't think you told me this last week. I think we talked about this a while ago though.
Yeah.
But anyway, he comes back. He's the dad. He's basically like, "Are you sure there's not something you want to fight for?" And everyone's like, "What are you talking about?" And then he invites Sumire in who gives her her ID core and the buckle.
Yeah.
And then we see the ram lady die. She was gonna
That
try
was
to he was gonna try to fight with the propeller. I didn't think they were gonna kill her right away. They went through the trouble of like putting her in the open.
yeah, it was, and not only that, like the way she goes out was pretty bad too. Like she gets knocked out in the air, and the other Jamato just dogpile, and it's like,
Yeah,
damn.
she gets shot by a cannon, and then they just like come out from all sides, just like beating the shit out.
Well, I see. Also, so one of the things that people were complaining about Revice last season was that the opening never changed, and then here the opening has pretty much changed almost every episode at this point.
Well, yep. It has changed a bunch, and it's changed a bunch, and we're like on episode 10. Like we're like a fifth into the season.
Yeah.
The compilations by the end of it that are, you know, like sometimes they do like compilations that are like Kamen Rider Geats all openings. It's gonna be like an hour long.
It really is. Yeah. What 50 or like, 49 times a minute 30. Oh man. And then next we have Punk Jack trying to get Geets killed, and just goes off saying that, oh, I need to take a crap, and it's so funny seeing that.
It's so funny. I love how over the top some like quote unquote bad guys and stuff in Toku are, because he's basically like gotta go, sorry, bye. And then like the moment he's like behind the pillar and he's like, not, I was just kidding because I'm a bad guy. And it's like,
It's like so.
it's really funny. Geets beats the shit out of him though, because he's not gonna be taking that. And then Neon shows up. Oh, and then we get the beat buckle the beat buckle like putting it on. That is so cool. It's really sick. I love that it's got a little piano you can play on.
So we'll see if I get them in time, but I did buy a beat buckle and a beat axe because
I don't know if I'm getting an axe.
It impressed me.
Buckle. I want to get the buckle for sure, but the beat axe is pretty cool though.
Like the beat axe I really want because it has buttons to play like different music. Because like this is a big thing that I like about, like I like music based powers a lot. So
yeah, I mean you're even a DJ. It's in your name.
Oh, I mean, yeah, DJ's in my name. I don't really do it.
Well, you scratch at least.
Okay, yeah, I do some scratching, which I haven't done in a while because I haven't had. I need to find good music. Was that?
You said you were working on the setup as well for that.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, the mic stuff. Now, the one thing that I think would be really cool would be if you could plug in the beat axe to like a MIDI controller, and you could just use the beat axe for stuff.
I mean, have you seen how people modify like just Toku toys in general? It is insane what people have done. They modified it to do the sounds for like different drivers, but still work and look like whatever they're trying to make it look like. It is insane.
Yeah, the beat. Anyway, the beat storm was really cool. We get to see that you don't de-transform if your buckle gets taken out, because Buffa took the ninja buckle just to try to use it.
Yeah, I mean that's how you're supposed to switch buckles at least. Yeah, whether it's like the arm and stuff like that. And
then we see Neon declaring herself as a rival to everyone else. We have kind of just like we're chilling, and then her talking about how she remembered she had a wish she still had to granted, and she actually asked Ace why he's fighting. And she's like, oh, you're not going to tell me, huh? And he's like, oh, it's the opposite of you. You're fighting to get away from your mother. I'm trying to find mine. And I love... And then he's like, that's all I have to say. Are you going to believe it? And she, looks so shocked that, he told her.
I mean, that's because Ace is, doesn't, let anyone know anything. He just walks in, wins the game, and leaves.
And then we're starting up with the game is 1 round in, and there's only 5 players left.
Yeah.
Asked the game master about the fact that he doesn't think Geets is going down easily, and he's basically just like, that's your job, you deal with it. Then he takes off the mask, which I don't even think he had to. We already know who he is. Then we get the new rule for this week. The game master decides who gets to participate, and we get the preview for the next week, which is protect the civilians, escape the labyrinth. I love seeing the little old man run. I want him to fight more.
So it's even funnier because the set they're using for that is actually the set for Kamen Rider is actually a set they use for Kamen Rider Saber for like the inside of I believe the southern base for the Sword of Logos. Like I recognize those pillars. I remember a lot of scenes taking place there, and then we see Geets with like a golden scarf. That's actually for the Fever buckle, which is like a slot machine buckle. So we'll see how that goes. But most importantly, the biggest thing about the next episode so far is that we're getting Yamato riders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's escalated.
It really has. Yeah, I don't even know what else to really say on that point. Going back to our kind of little break after the recap. Excited that we got some of the details for the Geets movie, and nothing specific other than we see the picture of Tycoon in it, so at least we get to see him in the movie.
Yeah, and like the biggest thing about it is that I don't think anyone expected it, but Ryuki is back, and that was the OG Battle Royale rider essentially, because they were also fighting for like a wish of some sort. I haven't watched it myself, but that was also another big one. And it was actually Gen Urobuchi's favorite rider, and he essentially made Gaim, so that was also funny to think about. So, but yeah, like a big thing is that Ryuki is like the first Battle Royale rider, so it's really funny to see that him interact with the world of Geets.
Yeah. Also, really like. I just like the concept, like the Battle Royale concept for Geets is something that could like really, in my opinion, really lends itself easily to like a movie with the other writers, because it's just like, oh, this is a round that where things got weird and we got different writers from different eras, right? Like it already fits so easily.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what we get for it. Like it's oh man, it's so exciting.
Yep, and once we watch that, that'll be the first full hour Henshin.
I don't think I can talk about something for that long for about an hour, because half of it is just gonna be us summarizing the movie at that point.
Yeah, probably not. We will do something for the movie though. Probably not a full.
Yeah, and the worst part too though is that we're not gonna see the movie until months after it releases.
Yeah,
because that's when the Blu-rays come out. Yeah.
That is the unfortunate pain of being an American fan of this right now.
Yeah, you can't just go to the movie theater and just watch it when they're doing the road shows. But talking about movies and opening weekends, I did go and watch Black Panther, and it was really good. Since we're talking about mass superheroes.
Yeah, I did see it as well. It was a very good. Here's the thing, Black Panther was a movie that, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was scared about. Because I feel like every movie recently that I've been excited about from Marvel has just been kind of a dud. And this movie looked so good that I was like, oh, you can't be bad. Please don't be bad.
Yeah.
There was one moment where I thought they were gonna do something gross for a bit, and without spoiling anything, because this is something that is explained in the first movie. But there's the Black Panther's ancestral plane, and when I was remembered about that, I was like, man, I hope they don't put like a CGI Chadwick Boseman. That would be kind of gross.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
But they didn't.
But what they did was
they didn't. The scene with the ancestral plane was fire. The movie was fire. Aesthetically, I mean, personally, as always, I feel like a lot of like the Marvel stuff has become a lot like by the book, paid by numbers, and I think this movie did a really great job. Okay, so my biggest problem a lot of the time with the recent Marvel stuff is every time I watch it, I've been like, oh, cool, this is a product I'm being sold. Instead of like, oh, this is like a movie or an art piece or thing. This was the first one in a long time where I've been like, oh, okay, cool. There was something other than just being a product.
Yeah, like the biggest thing you could tell about it was that it really was kind of like, it was very much a I keep losing the word, but it was very, very respectful about Chadwick Boseman. Like it's like the movie just like that permeates the movie. Like
Yeah,
every single scene is just dripping with his memory, and it's pretty amazing.
yeah. I think that stuff. I think that stuff is pretty cool.
Mhm.
There's there's like a different like personal opinion I have where I think that like specifically for movies, especially that are trying to emulate comics where we have different
Mhm.
creative teams and different like artists and stuff, I think that recasting the role could have been really cool, but like
Mhm.
especially because like you're kind of continuing that as well, giving another person, specifically because we talk about representation and stuff like giving another
Yeah.
actor of color the chance to like play a monumental role, but
Mhm.
obviously they didn't do that, and for what they did, they did. Whew, you're not kidding. Like you feel him, and like
Yeah.
you feel him in
Yeah.
that
It's
movie. It's very well done.
yeah. It's yeah. It was a very good way to like move on and like introduce
Introduce stuff.
introduce
We won't.
yeah,
I don't want to
introduce
say
stuff.
much, just due
But
to.
I will say as I'm going to say this partially as a joke, but not really. Um, Wakanda Forever was kind of like Black Sun with how overt it was with a specific criticism of stuff,
Yeah, yeah. It
and I'm
was.
like, ooh,
Yeah, they did.
ooh. It's like I know the people
They
whose
didn't
heads
make.
it's gonna fly over, and they're not gonna like it, and like they're gonna kind of ignore it. But man, what they said out loud was, whew.
Yeah, and again, that's also part of what to me made me really like this movie, because like there's a lot of times when that kind of stuff is, especially like in Marvel slash Disney films, where it's like we're just gonna like skip by it real quick so no one notices, but
Mm,
they kind of linger on it. They're not just like,
mm.
it's not one of those things where they just like, oh, we said it really quick before you notice, and now we're gonna move on like before anyone can say anything, and like, oh, look, it wasn't that big of a deal in the movie. Who cares?
Nope, nope.
No.
Yeah, like it's so it's really really important.
Yeah,
Like the things that they're trying to say.
it was cool. Again, really really liked the movie. I still think my favorite meme, and I agree with it, was like, don't ever talk to me about Namor. I don't care about Namor, but my brother Namor. Now him, bro, because I'm gonna be real. I mean, I love to hate him in the comics. I do not care that much for Namor in the comics. It's not a character I
Mhm.
super gel with. Oof, Namor in this movie. Oh, I love them.
Oh man.
Specifically, his actor and like the Queen, specifically were like every time they were on screen, beautiful. But
Yeah,
but
like
but again, we won't say anything else
yeah.
on that movie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But yeah,
I
like I mean like that was probably like the biggest thing I think from last week. But other amazing things happened last week cuz you saw, right? Neon got Cyber Uprising got funded. I don't remember that I wasn't talking about Kamen Rider Neon, but I was talking about Neon Cyber Uprising. Actually finally got funded, and they reached their first stretch goal. They're at like 3,500 right now.
yeah, I'm keeping up. I'm keeping up. I did back it.
Oh yeah, same here. Same here.
Just I ended up getting. Oh God, did I get that? I forget. I bought one of the variants. I don't remember which one at this point, because I was still
Yeah.
very very, uh, what's it called? I was still between the like half henshin or the like with the big helmet in the front. One of those two. I don't remember which one. But
Yeah,
oh,
I think I went for half Henshin.
I bought one of those, and I bought the Akira poster.
Oh, you bought the Akira poster? I bought the snapback.
Oh, the snapback is good. It is very good.
Hmm.
But going back to Gates. We'll talk about Geats a little bit. I'll say I'm currently up to 27 in Dawn Brothers, so less than 10 episodes. Maybe by next week I'll be caught up.
Oh, then we can start talking about Don Rose, and I'm so excited for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm just hyping people up who are obviously waiting for me to catch up. Uh, but oh man, the thing that really, like I said, had me interested is the fact that like people have diverged in this new world, and like Nago, up until gaining her memories back, was totally willing to just be her mom's little puppet, kind of, as
Mhm.
or doll, as was implied, and that Keiwa is like being a bit more selfish. He was not only playing the lottery instead of donating it, But when his sister asked, oh, his sister's basically like, oh, you want to get food? He's like, yeah, let's go get sushi. And it's like, oh man. And she's
Yeah.
and the thing that gets me is that like, so I've been wondering about the remaking the world, right? I've been wondering if it's something where like, okay, when we remake the world, we like reset it from zero, like from, you know, basically all the way from the beginning and everything happens and we just get to this point again, or if it's we remake it kind of from the last Grand Prix-ish. Because if it's from the last Grand Prix, because Keiwa's sister acts really surprised that he wants to get sushi instead of Tanuki Soba, so she still remembers him not being like that. So I'm wondering if it's a, like, it doesn't like rewind all the way, or if it's kind of like her and him specifically diverged because like him and Neon diverged because both of them had experiences they both don't remember due to the Grand Prix being like erased from their minds, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna see. So we're gonna see if Keiwa does join the game again. Like his injuries got reset. So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see if what happened with Naga will happen with him too. Because the funny thing is that, as people keep pointing out, we are getting a Kamen Rider Vice ID core before Keiwa does, and it's the funniest thing to think about.
huh?
Like, and yeah, merchandise wise, yeah, there's still no Keiwa ID core to buy.
I mean, is there a Nago one yet?
Yeah, the Naga one I believe comes with Beat.
Wait, why does Nago come with Beat and wait?
No, I don't think it comes with Beat. I think it came with a Claw.
Why did it come with Claw? Why? Man, they really don't want Keiwa fans out here with merchandise.
No. I think there's a reason. I think like everyone's wondering what the reason is why they still haven't released it. That's the reason why people are joking around about it. How Vice got an ID core before Keiwa did. Because like we're actually getting a Punk Jack ID core with Monster.
Ah man, that's a little frustrating. I will say though, if they're not doing it with Ninja, maybe Ninja resonated. Oh man, there's a chance that he comes back with like a different belt then.
I mean, or the other thing too that they might be doing is that like the belt resonance, there might be like since there's two halves, there might be like a complete, and that might be like our either mid season or our actual or our final form where they actually get both halves, and the second one is probably where we're gonna get it. So yeah. It might be like so it might be like like I wouldn't say double Ninja, but like Ninja and whatever mix they put it with.
Yeah.
I don't think I mean, because since it's technically his base form, Geet's Boost Magnum is essentially his base form. So we'll see if he gets a second half that actually does fit to not just be that.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Because again, Boost is like Geet's base form, but it's also just kind of like everyone's base. Everyone uses Boost, Boost is made to be used by all. Meanwhile, the other belts are kind of like people have different qualities with them, like the Pawn and Geet's both being good with Magnum, or Zombie and Buffa. So
yeah, and there might be a thing because because as we've noted, like Monster doesn't look like it. Like Monster's supposed to be, I guess, Punk Jack's resonant one, but there might be a second one if Punk Jack keeps living. But we'll see. But the other thing too is that because the monsters in the game are getting stronger and stronger, that might be a reason for us to start getting super forms.
Yeah,
so
yeah, they probably need to have the at least like the 2 belt form, and also like here's the thing. I wanted to say I want to say that I don't think Punk Jack will die. I feel like even if he quote unquote dies, it'll be a fake out because he's a quote unquote administrator. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel
we'll see.
I feel like if things get too hairy, Punk Jack is just gonna like warp out of there or something. He'll just be like, "Sorry, time to go."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there might be that too, and
I mean, they use the spider phone to deliver packages. Maybe it'll be like the opposite, where he'll press like the spider phone, and it'll basically like grapple out.
That would be funny. That would be really funny.
Would be good.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. I do really like the belts this season because I do like just like the mix and match of it all. I am hoping.
Yeah.
I am hoping to see everyone else's. Oh man, I want to see KY again. I'm gonna be so sad about because the movie's probably gonna be just like a since it's gonna be like an offshoot thing. It's probably gonna be one of the like, oh, K was back for the movie and then he's gone again.
Oh, actually, talking about the movie, whoever road shows, like if anyone is able to see the road show, they're most likely going to show off the secondary rider for the season, like the official secondary rider. So
Mm.
yeah, because that like that's what they did with previous movies. Because with I don't remember what they did with Revice's second one. I think they showed off. No, they didn't show off Jean. I can't remember.
Gotcha. I still
Um,
haven't seen Riva.
yeah, but
I'm watching Don
but yeah,
Jones
like
instead.
but yeah, like the holiday movie, the winter movie is where they show the secondary rider normally, and the summer movie is where they show the next rider because, yeah, like that's how everyone was able to, like, was freaking out because the Revice summer movie, everyone saw Geets, and that got spread out everywhere because
Okay, so here's a question for that movie wise. Normally when they do that, do they what's it called? Do they just show up for like a cameo or are they like actually like a part of the movie?
it depends. Like normally it's like a cameo. Sometimes they basically it's one of those, oh no, we're about to lose, and then someone comes in to
Save them.
assist.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. And with that, well, we ran out of time a little bit ago. We were still talking. You say we can't talk about this for an hour. I'm pretty sure if I just didn't tell you, we could go for an hour. Now you have other timing commitments on Tuesdays. You must raid, but I think I think we would just do it. Uh, but thank you so much for listening, guys. We appreciate everyone here. I'll plug the email again. If you have any theories, any questions, literally anything you want to say, halfhourhenshin@gmail.com. I will take any inquiries or anything like that. And yeah, I have been Sleepy Witch. This has been.
And I've been DJ Azure, the 2.5D here, talking tuber.
Thank you so much. Later.
Later.